Okay, for a contract, you're going to start with this. Contract, applicable law, UCC merchants, and offer. Contract. The rights and remedies of the parties here depend on whether or not there is a valid contract. Contract is a promise or a set of promises, the performance of which the law recognizes as a duty, and for the breach of which the law will provide a remedy. Applicable law. The UCC governs contracts for the sale of goods. Goods are movable things at the time of the identification to the contract. Otherwise, only common law controls. Offer. An offer is a manifestation of present contractual intent, such that a reasonable person would believe assent would form a bargain. UCC merchants. Under the UCC, a merchant is a person which specializes in the goods to the contract, or by occupation holds themselves out as knowledgeable concerning the goods to the contract. After the offer, you ask lapse of time, revocation of an offer. You talk about option contract, firm offer rule, reliance contract, unilateral contract with performance that has begun. So after the offer, you talk about lapse of time. An offer expires after a reasonable period of time. Oral offers are deemed to lapse at the end of the conversation, and written offers are deemed to lapse within the time frame specified by the means of dispatch, absent contrary agreement or implication. Revocation of an offer. Under the mailbox rules, a revocation is effective upon receipt, which is when the writing is in possession of the person addressed or deposited in an authorized place. Public offers can be revoked using the same publicity in which the offer was made. The four different situations in which the offer can be revoked, again, is the option contract, firm offer rule, reliance contracts, and where you enter into a unilateral contract in which performance has begun. Option contract, an agreement that the offerer will not revoke the offer for a specific period of time in exchange for valid consideration from the offeree. Consideration is a bargain for exchange of value forming legal detriment to each party. No writing is required. Firm offer rule. It is a signed, written offer by a merchant that states that an offer will be open for a certain period of time. A firm offer is irrevocable for the stated time, or if no time was stated, for a reasonable time, no more than 3 months. Reliance contract, where the offer has been relied on in a way that is reasonable and foreseeable. Where you enter into a unilateral contract and performance has begun. A unilateral contract is one that requires performance as the only possible method of acceptance. Acceptance. An acceptance can be made in any reasonable manner which is communicated to the offeror by an identified offeree. Under the UCC, an acceptance includes a promise to ship or a shipment by either conforming or non-conforming goods. But a shipment of non-conforming goods as an express accommodation is not an acceptance. Effective acceptance, and then counteroffer, conditional acceptance, and additional terms. Was the acceptance effective? There's 3 indirect rejections. A counteroffer. A counteroffer kills the offer because it adds qualifications or requires performance of conditions not contained in the offer. Conditional acceptances. I accept only if. That's a conditional acceptance. Additional terms. Under the UCC, varying terms become part of the contract if both parties are merchants, unless the contract is limited to only its terms, expressly reject the terms, or materially alter obligations.